Guys, today we're discussing enhancement concept. This is very important and is one of the main concept and very important because some of the projects only depending on enhancements. They will focusing 60 to 70% activities on enhancements only when they're doing upgrade, or if they're not going with upgrade, they're going with the lower version of the systems. They use these enhancement concepts always. So enhancements, some other concepts like smart forms, that also will be discussed next sessions, and idocs. Basically they will ask, they will focus individually on these areas. Reports is common for every project, and along with report they will be focusing on this enhancement or smart form or idoc if there is option. Otherwise they will ask all. Okay. So if you see the second slide, so overview of enhancements. Basically the enhancement is a concept of adding, okay, our own functional to SAP standard business application without having to modify the original application. So to modify the standard SAP behavior as per the customer requirement, we can use the enhancement framework. So, so when we are using, there is a standard SAP business application. Along with SAP standard business application, our functionality should be work. Our functionality also should work along with the SAP function. T code, like tax code creation is there. We are providing 5 inputs for the tax code creation. But as per client process, they have one more field to be paused on the first screen or second screen. So that is not provided by SAP. It is a customization for the client who are using the software. Okay, like Volvo is using, or uh, I mean BMW also using SAP, or if Amaraj also using SAP. If they wanted to customize one of the screen as per their business need, because SAP software will not suit 100% suit for any business. It will suit only for at minimum it will suit 90%, max it will suit 99%. 100% will not suit any business. Okay, at least one of the area, either finance or or SD, somewhere one of the areas that we wanted to customize, we wanted to add our own functional to the existing functionality. So if the total functionality is not working, if tax code process is not working, we have to customize the tax code process through module pool. We discussed, right, screen designing and all. We have to design the new screen and with the custom T codes, and they will use that T code. So like that, it will be the project scenarios. Now, if you see here in the enhancement framework, okay, we have the 5 types of enhancements: user exits, customer exits, BADIs, business add-ons. Okay, BAD, okay, business add-ons we call. Okay, implicit enhancements, explicit enhancements. Okay, there are 5 types of enhancements which we are using in the SAP landscape. Okay, we'll go with first user exits. Hmm? As of now, you clear till the second slide?
Yes, clear.
Yes, sir.
Understood, right? What is the main function of enhancements?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So there is a sales order screen, or suppose there is a SC38 screen. So that is our ABAP editor. In that ABAP editor, we wanted to add some button or some menu exit or some screen change. We'll go with enhancement options. SAP will provide all these enhancement points somewhere. We need to identify it. We'll be discussing in this session only. We need to identify those positions, and there SAP will allow to add our own logic to a standard function, standard code. So if we put some R code, so it will work with along with standard code. So whenever you execute SE38, in the editor we can see that that functionality, what are the enhancement we do. It is standard transaction, but our custom code also will work. Okay. So that slide exists, user exits, first one, first enhancement. So initially SAP implemented enhancements in the form of user exits. 5 type means not all are using at this moment. These are all, I mean, advanced steps like first user exits, custom exits, bad is implicit enhancements, and explicit enhancements. Like that it was. Now all are using based on the requirements. So initially SAP implemented enhancements in the form of user exits, and there are only available in SD module. What is SD module?
Sales and distribution model.
Yeah, sales and distribution module, or we call as a S2P, source to pay. Hmm? Business terminology. Source to pay. Okay. Sales and distribution module. So user exits only available in SD module. So we can't use this user exits in other modules. This is one of the interview question. Okay. So user exits are implemented in the form of subroutines. What is subroutine? Please respond immediately. We
Mm,
have a
some functions, sir.
no. Subroutine is a modulation techniques. We discuss includes function modules, subroutines, macros, classes. Subroutine is one of the modulation technique. So with the keyword starts with perform. Okay. So user exits are implemented in the form of subroutines, and hence are also called form exits. So main name is user exit. Since we are using subroutines, when you click on perform subroutine, it will create form and end form. So in between that, we are writing the code in the main program. Normal in the reports. So in this case, SAP will give the empty subroutines. Inside we'll write our code. SAP already created subroutine. There is empty subroutine. Without that, there is no code. We need to add our logic. Since we are using forms, subroutines are forms. That's why the other name is form exits. Okay. So user exits are empty subroutines. You can see empty subroutines that SAP developers has provided for us. Okay. So we can add our own logic. Okay. Our own source code, logic or source code is same, our program is same, our ABAP scripts also same. So we can add our own ABAP scripts or our own logic or our own source code in the empty subroutines. Okay. So in this case, SAP developers means not ABAP developers, SAP own developers, software developers. Okay, so they have R&D centers and across all the countries. So they will keep on analyzing the revolution of the softwares in the market, and they will keep on adding those functionalities. Like in India, GST came uh, one of the year, right? 2017, I think. So that time it's immediately announced by the government of India, GST. But SAP doesn't have that functionality. Later onwards, later version, the GST is also part of software. Okay, so they used to add those functionalities. That is one of the example. Now, Aadhaar card, what are the fields we are using? Those fields will be added to the software. They will keep on adding to the taxation process or currencies process or languages. Okay, understood? So all user exit starts with the word is user exit. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Next slide, it is extension to user exit. So user exits can be found in the following ways. Okay, this is the steps. So we have to go object navigator SEAT. There we have to select the package under which package. So here more 100%, 90 I mean 90 to 100%. We since we told we're talking about SD module having only one or two packages. Okay, so we don't need to remember all the packages. So mostly on those packages only. We have to select the package and we have to put it into BM body. So this is our package name. Okay. Application development. Okay, press enter. We have to press enter. We will find the includes for the user exits in SD module. So we need to get user exits. Okay, the sales order, delivery, billing, pricing all comes under sales cell distribution module. Okay, so most of time documentation maintained for each subroutine, which helps developers for better understanding of subroutine. The documentation is there. We need to understand our requirement is suits with the SAP documentation. Then we'll use that particular user exit. So we have to select the subroutine according to the requirement, and we need to start coding. Okay. So now I'm logging to the system. Always it's a package name is uh, I'll tell you once. So how to find the user exits? We have to go Object Navigator SCATT code. Okay, you can see start of application Object Navigator. Okay. So here we have to select instead of R package, BM body is the package for user exits. Just mention. Okay, just select that. You can see all the objects of is showing here. Okay, so here just expand the includes. If we see, these are all the user exits. Hmm? You can see different areas: billing user exit for hmm? You can see a number of pricing modification. These are all user exits. Okay, transfer indexes to billing. These are all business requirement. You can see goods receipt posting function. Hmm? For IDOC related user access with IDOC, billing user exit. This is all number of user exits. I mean, whenever the requirement comes, we need to analyze with the documentation which one is suits our requirement. Okay, because if we enhance this will be enhanced to the all the building areas. So many of the times we use MB related user exit. So consider this one. Okay, I just double click this include. See, I just double click this include. If you see right side, okay, there is a, you can see empty subroutine. There are some empty subroutines, you can say. Hmm? This is customized by someone. Hmm? See guys, they are using some custom table. That is PW, password, some password table. Workflow, something they created. So these are all empty subroutines. We can write our own logic. You can see there are empty subroutines. We have to know which subroutine is relevant to our logic. That will be deciding based on the documentation. So currently, to develop this mod or to modify this subroutine, we should have the access key. We call. So if I enable, are you able to see this pop-up?
Yes, sir.
What it's showing?
Access.
Reached object. Enter access key. Okay. See R3TR. It's a R3TR means a real-time transport, or we can say program. There is a programming for the report and include also. It will show program only PROG. Okay, and this is the include which we selected left side. And currently we are in 740 release. This is our system installation number. So we need the access key where normally basis will provide. Okay, so in this case also I will not able to explain you how to develop. But once you provide the access key, this will go on edit mode, this area. So wherever you need your code in the which form you need, you just add your functionality, and this documentation and all you can check. Most of the times your leads will provide this, which include we supposed to enhance, and once we add this code, this will be affected to any one of the transaction code, and we have to do the testing also by opening those stickers. Now see, if you're doing billing transaction, we have to go and check that billing transaction. Okay, so whenever you execute that billing transaction, this code will work in background. Or if you put the breakpoint here and check the billing transaction, it will come to this debugger in this include. Like this, we have the many exits. So basically, access key is required. So there are two keys in SAP. One is developer key and another is access key. So developer key will perform at the time of user ID creation for the developments of programs and all. Access key is required if you are doing the standard objects modification. So user exits, it's considered as a standard object. It will not allow us to do the modifications. We have to provide some number here. That basis will provide SAP basis team. We have to raise with them. They will log into SAP portal, their SAP Launchpad, and they will create the access key with the reference these details. We have to share this screenshot, and with the reference to these details, they will create the access key. And we have to mention there, if you click on continue, this code will go on edit mode. Later we can able to do the modification. Okay, so developer key, the other key, whenever we are creating the program at first time, that time it will ask the developer key. I remember many of you faced that pop-up in when SC38, whenever you create, it was asking some pop-ups, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so that is for developer key. Okay, so that is also one-time activity. Whenever there is a first time user is created for the system, that time they will provide the developer key and we have to apply. Either they will apply and they will give the user ID password. They will create the user ID password and they will give the developer key number. Whenever you create the first program in SC38, it will ask that pop-up. You just mention that number and continue, and later it will not at all ask. It will store some table and it will be refer always. Okay. Now this case we can't able to enhance this until this access key is required. A system will not allow. Any system will not allow. It is sandbox or live system which will not allow. That is standard functionality of SAP. Okay. So remaining will do. Now you understand, right? Functionality. Identification of user exits. How can we identify? Opening SAT screen, putting the package, selecting this package VM body, and we can see all the includes. One include is a one enhancement. So we have to check which enhancement suits are required. So now see, this is include I open. Now you can see somewhere documentation. You can see the documentation here for this include. Click on this document. So you can see document is not available in English language. So you need to log in with different language. If document is not available, we can ask basis to provide a documentation. They will check in portal and they will provide us. So let's try with this include. It is not maintained. It is not their English language. We need to log in German and we need to see that. On the login screen, there is a language you can put a DA language. There we can see. See, now this include is using these many programs. These are all part of any other transactions. Okay. Most of the time documentation is there. It might not generate the this sandbox might not configure properly. No, no worries. So we'll discuss next one. It will be similar to same only. Only we have to write our logic here. It will work with standard functionality. Okay. So next one, if you see here, what is the title?
Customer exit.
Yes. So both are same. Customer exits, user exits are similarly functionality was same. Only a difference is access key is not required for this. We can directly do. Okay. So customer exits, these are one of the type of enhancements that are available in some specific programs and screens and menus with the standard SAP functionality. Okay. So these are all functional modules within a custom empty include program. So customer exits are using includes. User exits are using subroutines. So that is one of the difference. So here we can add our own logic. We can add our own function in this include programs. Okay. So customer exits are available in all SAP modules, whereas user exits are available only in SD module. Okay. So all customer exits starts with call customer. Okay. So SAP creates customer exit for specific program screens and menus within standard application. So it's not available in all these areas. So that's why I told there are 5 types of enhancements. We have to suit which enhancement is suitable our requirement. If this customer exists or user exists or not suits our requirement, we have to go with next enhancements, baddies and implicit express enhancement. So customer exists or nothing but include customer includes in customer namespace will be provided in the SAP function module, which starts with call customer. Okay, so here we can fill them with our own source code. Okay, so technically this is an enhancement. User exits generally refer to SD module, which customer exits refer to these many modules. Same point only. Remove this. And you can see customer exits advantages, disadvantages. So customer exit advantages. So we don't need it will not affect on SAP standard SAP source code. So it's basically when it will just adding the functionality to the SAP own code. If you by adding this code, it will not affect the standard code. Okay. So and it will not affect on the software updates also. Whenever we update this software, now we are in 740. If you update it to 750, it will not update. Okay. And disadvantages of customer exits. Customer exits are not available for all the programs. It is available in the only few areas. So okay. So we can only use customer exits if there is if it's already exists in the SAP system. Otherwise, we can't use. Okay. So what are the types? There are 4 types of customer exits: function module exits, screen exits, menu exit, and field exit. First one will see function module exit. Okay. Function module exits are exits developed by SAP. Okay. So this exits implemented as a call to function model. So there is function model concept. This will be implemented in the form of function models. Okay, so the code for function model is written by the SAP developers. So we are not writing the code. Okay, we will not write directly to the function model, but inside the function model there will be include. So in that area we can implement it. Okay, format is starting with call customer function is the keyword for the customer exits. Okay, so the naming standard for function model for the function model starts. So basically first 4 characters will be exits and underscore. Here we'll get enhancement name and last 3 digits suffix. You can see here 910 is suffix. So it will be showing here. Example, you can see this is the exit name from customer exit. Okay. So exit underscore and 001 is the suffix, prefix and suffix. This is the actual enhancement name. Okay. And screen exits. Okay. So it will allow customers to add fields on the screen via subscreen in the SAP program. Okay. There are some subscreens in the some transaction like sales order, purchase order. If you see, first one is function model exit, right? First we'll, okay. So I'll tell all the exits, then we'll develop directly. Screen exits. We open ME21, ME22. See, I'm opening ME22N. What is this? It's a change purchase order. ME21N is creation, 22N is change, 23 is for display purpose. So here also it is showing display purchase order only, but don't confuse, this is for change. Okay. Just click on change. We have to give the purchase order number. What is the table for purchase order? What is the table for sales order?
PDHS.
For purchase order EKKO. Okay. EKPO is the purchase order item details. This is for header data. EKPO. EKKO. EKPO.
Item details.
Item details. So header data I am opening again. So in this table, you just execute. SE16 also you can use for table data. Just mention the table name and here you can see the table entries. So these are all purchase documents. So I'll take this purchase document. Okay. Come back to here. I just mentioned purchase order. Purchase organization is not defined. These are all functional activities. Let's see. This is also not there. See, if I click on item details, it's not coming. Okay, no problem. So you can, in this one, I like explain. You can see there are a number of tabs here on the screen.
Sir.
Yeah.
Yes.
So screen exits means in these tabs only we will add one more sub tab. Actually, this is standard transaction code. They maintain with the separate different sub tabs. Okay, so this I wanted to actually cover you in one module pull session also is pending. I'll tell you in that concept. This we call as a tab strips. Okay, this we call as a tab strips concept. Tab strip will be achieved through the subscreen activity. So we have to create one subscreen through the screen exit and we'll add in this end of the tabs. So whenever we open the custom tab, we have some custom fields. So we have to enhance our standard table and we'll store those values because this, as per the client requirement, these tabs are not sufficient. They wanted to maintain 4 or 5 fields somewhere in the screen, but we can't add in the existing subscreen. So instead of that, we'll create some subscreen and we'll add those areas. So whenever you add subscreen, it's a custom layout. So through module pull activities, we can create that layout of the subscreen like this buttons and all. And there we'll put all the fields, whatever they wanted to fill, and we'll ask them to fill. And for that, their background will write some logic to store the standard table. Okay, so that is called as a screen access. We'll do that tomorrow. It will take time. Remaining exits we'll do it today only. And next one is menu exit. Okay, so menu exits allow user to allows to we can say to add our own functionality to the menus. Okay, we can add our custom menus. So menu exits are implemented by SAP or not reserved in menu entries in the GA interface. Okay, so the developer can add his or own text logic for the menu. Okay, and we have to write that logic for. So functional codes for the menu exit starts with plus. So whenever we saw that functionality, that should be showing plus series, then only it considers a menu exit. If there is no functionality plus series, then we can't do menu exit. Okay. So methods found for customer exits. There are a number of ways we can found for customer exits. Basically, there is one more exit, field exit, that is not captured here. That is like for the data element enhancement. So SAP standard data elements are there like client and other data elements like purchase orders, sales order. So for that data element, there are some description. So instead of that description, we can put our own description. Okay. So that way we can use field exit. Let's see the function module exit first. How to identify this? See. So there are a number of ways to find the customer exits. In the next slide, you can see how we are finding the customer exit. You can see a sales order screen. VS01 is a sales order screen. So in this T code, we have to open VS01 and system status. We can see the program name here, and we have to do find call customer because call customer is the syntax for customer exits. Okay, and we can see the positions when we do the finding. So we will find the list of function models with this word call customers. So double click on each function model and we can find the include this subroutine. There we can write our implement our own logic. Okay, so user exit, customer exit differences. User exit start with perform and the customer exit with include. So in case of perform, we can access all the data. So we have to better control here, and we have access only importing exporting parameters. Since if you are in the perform, it's a empty perform, right? We can access the whole program and this user exists. But here we have a function model. So normally function model will work only with import export parameters. So if you want to write the logic, so that whatever logic we are using, that is applicable only for those import export parameters. If you want to use other parameter, we can't implement in custom exits. Right, like a function model is there inside function model we are doing include enhancement. Okay, function model having a value, b value, and we wanted to return the c value. We can use c equal to a plus b, but there is a d value also we are using in our, we wanted to implement in our code, but there is no d is not part of import export parameter. How can we use? right? Hello, understood this point, or still you have doubt? Yes or no? I'm relating to with the program. So whenever you create perform in the program, you have access to access all the variables in the program level, whole application level. Okay. So when we are doing this customer exit, it's a part of function model, right? You can see here we have
Yes,
access
sir.
to only importing, exporting, changing, and tables parameter of function model. If you want to use another field on the screen, standard SAP screen, sales order, purchase order, if that field is not part of these parameters, then we can't be able to use an R code. So that function model will not suit our requirement. We have to change our approach. We have to go different for enhancement. Okay, so user exit is considered to modification and not an enhancement because we are changing the existing code. Okay, so we are changing through access key. So it considers a modification. It's not called as a adding our own functionality. So custom exits are considered as enhancements because we are adding our functionality to the existing one, not changing anything. Okay. So wherever we are doing through access key, that all considered as a modification in SAP. Okay. So here for user exits, we need access key for user exits. Custom exits we don't need. So user access changes are lost in case of upgrade. If you do the version upgrade, changes will go on because that is those are all custom enhancements we only did through access key. For customer exits, it will came later and they will overcome the shortcomings of the over exit. Customer exits and all. I mean, there are some activities, upgrade activities. Though, if you do those activities, automatically code will affect it in the system in the higher version. But user exits will be, we will last this code if we do user exits. So that's why we every time we are maintaining documents and code also will capture and will maintain some folders, client folders. After upgrade, we have to we redo that work. Okay. So user exits will be activated automatically whenever you activate the application program. So to activate the function exits, we have to create the project in CMBody transaction and we have to activate the project. Understood? Now see, same opening the transaction base they want to identify the function model exit. See for this transaction, for every transaction there is a program we discuss in module pool, right? Transaction code will create based on the program only. So you are able to see the program now here, SAP MB45A. You just double click on this program. BS01 transaction, this. Are you able to see the program?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So there are many, and you can see enhancement points and all. This is different enhancement. I'll talk about this later. As of now, we are talking about customer exit. So how can we find the customer exit position? Just click on find symbol in here. You can see here find binocular symbol. Okay, click on this find and search. All
Custom.
custom. Okay, so you have to select the main program, not in this program. Main program is there might be one more main program for this. Otherwise, if this is a main program, anyway we have to select main program. If this is only main program, no issue. If this is a sub program, then we have to. It will consider the main program. Okay, just click on continue. I just click on search button. It is searching. Normally it will take time. So are you able to see these search results? How many points we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points we got. 6 positions. 6 positions, SAP provided this option. Now consider this first option. Okay. So you just double click on this. 911 is the number. Okay. I think someone is doing enhancement. Someone did the enhancement. That's why that enhancement code they didn't run properly. So that's why we got dumped. SAP MV45A. We'll search for next one. We'll see next function model. 930. Okay. So now see this call customer function here. Hmm? This is a setup call customer function. What is the number?
930.
Yeah.
930.
Double click on this 930. This is not responding. Let's check next one. Main programs are not. Some issue with this. Let's check next one. Basically, we have to check each and every one by double click on this. You can see these are all exporting parameters. We have to check these structures are having R fields. Now consider this one. Okay. Suppose if I click on this 002, you see this is a function model name. So I was told you right example in a document also. I think we have same function. I think we are also using same thing. Oh, this is different exit. You can see exit underscore 0001 or supported code. The middle one is the enhancement name. Okay, so this is a different enhancement. Now in our case, exit SAP MB with the program name mostly it will show. So program name, we tried with the program name, and this is 002. Next time it will be 910 or 100, whatever the numbers are there function modeling. Okay, if you see what are the importing parameters, you can see these are all the importing parameters. So with this code you can use in our program, and exporting parameter is only e underscore kunnar, only customer, sold to party this case. Okay, so we don't have any change in tables parameters. So what is the functionality of this function model now? Which kind of development we can do now? Basically, this enhancement provided only to populate the customer details by default on the sales order screen. We can understand directly because exporting, how many values are there in exporting tab? Hmm?
Okay, one.
E underscore Kunar. What is Kunar? Kunar is a customer. What is a customer master table? KNA1. We have to note down all these tables, AKKO, KNA1. KNA1 is the customer master. See, I am double click on this table. It will open. You can see a transparent table. This is. You can see general data in customer master. You can see first field, primary key. This is a customer number. Then you can see land, one country, name. This also you have to remember name to city, postal code, reason. Till the reason you have to remember remaining or unique values. Telephone number also, you can fax numbers also you have to remember because this is common, address number also. This is all common for many of the tables. So Kunar means it's a customer. Lifner means it's a vendor. VBLN is a sales document. EBLN is a purchase order. So the whole functionality of this function model is to populate the customer number. If you want to use these import parameters, based on these import parameters, you can see in importing, they are sending the sales document types. Based on the sales document types, if you want to populate the customer, if they provide any logic functionality, you can use, or through the distribution channel, you can populate, or sales group, sales office. With these four values also, you can write some select query of any one of the combination table. We can populate the customer. Hmm? Where we supposed to write code, we can't able to write before and after this. If you see the include, this is the program name, because why we can say this program name, it starts with Z. If it starts with Z, it is standard or custom one.
Custom one.
Yeah. So SAP developers only they will provide to us this kind of includes to enhance our code. So whenever you double click on this, it will not ask access key because this is a custom program, right? Okay, if you click on change, we can do the logic, but this is not the way to do the write the code. We can write the code here, but we should not write this process. So now you find the exit name, right? This is one
Yes.
way. We have to select each and every number call customer, and we have to see. Now my requirement is I'll show you my requirement. I understand the from with this. I just copy. What I'll do, I'll go to the other transaction. A0 is a sales order creation. Okay, so I'll take some order type. Promotion order I'll take. I just click on enter. Whenever I click on enter, it will come to second page. This is a this is a sales order creation screen. You can see number of tabs, sales tab. Okay, it is asking sold to parties mandatory. If I click on sales, if I click on item details, any tab to open, if you switch to any tab, sold to party means, so what is meaning of sold to party? What is meaning of sold?
Selling item to customers.
Yeah, sold to party. Party means customer. Sold means we are selling some product to the party. Okay, so sold to party means in this case it's a customer only. If you see this, if you click on F1 also, the technical name is customer only background. See, this is famous. If you see, it is showing KUNAG, but if you see screen field, this is the some structure corner only. Actually, it's a customer only, but in sales order table, it will store as a KUNAG. Okay, you can see field name Kunnar for this structure. Kunnar means customer, but the data element they mentioned KUNAG, both are same only because in customer KN1 table it's a customer master table. There we call as a Kunnar. When it comes to sales order, we call as a sold to party. Sold to party means KUNAG. Both are values will be same. Okay, customer number also will be same for the combination records. But since it's a functionality is different, we call in business terminology we call as a sold to party. So whenever this page opens, automatically this sold to party will should be populated. Okay, so that is a requirement in this case. So okay, now we have to write the logic. So for this logic, that identified enhancement will suit. Okay, because they are appending this Kunnar number. So how can we find this is suitable or not? Put the breakpoint, or just go back one step. Okay, so this is a position 26. You just put the, you can see check not. There is there check also one of the keyword. If the value is initial or not initial. Okay, if that is not initial, they are checking with somewhere. Okay, this is the logic they did. So what I'll do, I'll put the breakpoint here. So breakpoint is there. I'll open the VS01 now. Yeah, we have to confirm that is actual enhancement or not. Okay, now are you able to see this promotion order AA?
Yes.
Yeah. So now just click on enter. See, whenever I click on enter, it is starting the debugger. Means that is calling this code, right? This was the enhancement we found, and it at that time we didn't confirm this is 100%. Now I put the breakpoint for the confirmation. Now when I click on enter, it will go to the second page. Before going to second page, this is calling. So that is the actual position uh, where we supposed to do the enhancement. In that position only this debugger is calling. There are many other call customer functions, but those will not call. If you can put breakpoint for all, we have to check for each and every one. One is we have to check import export parameters that is suitable to our requirement, and second is we have to put the breakpoint all the function models, and we have to check it is calling at the actual point or not. And finally we can do that is one more position point we have to check, that I'll tell you. So now see this is calling. I just click on F5, it will go inside. It will not going. Okay, no problem. What is the customer number? It is empty. See, if I put the customer number ABCD in the runtime, I am putting. Okay, here I don't want to debug other code. I just click on F8. Are you able to see this ABCD?
Yes.
In between debugger is calling. In the debugger, I configure this value, runtime value. This is now you are able to see this value. So that means that is the actual point where we can see the where we can put our own logic. Okay, to populate the sold to party by default based on some condition or logic, writing the logic that is different from client to client, project to project. That is based on their requirement. But position of identifying the position, writing the logic is our activity. So writing the logic means you don't need to write your own logic. They will tell based on this promotion order, this customer should populate. Based on this other promotion order, they wanted to populate this customer number. Or in the first screen, uh, whenever they selected order type and sales organization, one second. Sorry guys. So based on order type, sales organization, distribution channel, based on these three values, because if you see that enhancement, we have these four inputs. Hmm? What are those inputs? You can see sales document types, distribution channel, sales group, sales office. So these are all the inputs here. You can see sales office, sales group, distribution channel. Okay. So one more is types also is there. Okay, types. This is a type. Okay. So these are only four inputs is there in this function model. So based on these four, if you fill these four inputs, we have to fetch only at the time of filling of these four inputs only we have to fetch that customer. That also we can put the logic. How can we put? We have to write the if condition for all this. If this is initial, then we will fetch that particular customer. Okay, that kind of logic, it is always will be customized for the client to client, project to client. Now here our task is how to enhance that enhancement point. Okay, so this is one way to identify. So I already captured that enhancement name here. So the other way, basically for customer exits, we are using two transactions. One is SM body and CM body transaction. What are those? SM body, CM body. Okay. SM body, CM body. So many times team will be, uh, people are confusing with this, which one is using for which purpose. The first letter will indicate the activity. So SM body, S means searching or identify the enhancement. Okay. Second one, CM body. C means create or change. Okay. So you can remember that logic. See now I am going SM body transaction for this. Okay. So I have to identify the first package for this transaction. Okay. So just go SC93. Here VA01, just display. Here you can see the VA is the package, right? Now go to
Yes.
same like BAP is also be identify the package, right? Now I go SMBody for identify the enhancement. This is third way. Okay. One is call customer function and second is through breakpoint we have to confirm. Now this is third way to confirm. Now see, this is SMBody transaction. Here you can see, just click on F4. You just click on information system. Okay, here mention the package. VA, continue. See, for under this package, these many enhancements are available. Are you able to see this? These many enhancements. Now see, go with each description, activating sourcing subsystem, sub-item quantity propagation, schedule the lines without new ATP check, that is different. Determine the alternative materials for production selection. That is also not predefine the sold to party in sales document. Understood this? Predefine sold to party in the sales document. What is sales document transaction? Sales document means it's a sales order. VS01 transaction predefined means pre-populate or by default or all the same meaning. Predefine the sold to party. So this is the actual enhancement we are looking. Okay, so double click on this. I can see enhancement. See the components. Hello.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yes.
So we found this enhancement, right? First see the attributes. Okay. So what is the attributes? Package is same, created by SAP, class change or language. This is the attributes. There, we don't need to check. This is not much informative. Okay. So that's why I directly go onto the components. So you click on display. Okay, here you can see the function model. Is our function model or identified function model both are same? Positions. Exit SAP MB 45 underscore 002. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So this is the third option where we can confirm it, do the confirmation. Okay. So on last point, we can see the documentation for this. So there is no documentation, so we can ignore. Okay. So this is standard enhancement name. So note down this. Okay. Now for development, what is the transaction? CM body is the transaction. Now go to the CM body slash and CM. Ready. See, now is the project management of SAP enhancement, CM body transaction. Now here we need to develop. Okay. So just create Z01 FM or I'll mention ZFM exit function model exit. Okay, ZFM create. See, after creation, what is mandatory here? We have to provide the description. Okay, just mention function model exit. Okay, so is there any other field need to fill here? All are gray out.
Yes.
Okay, so now click on enhancement assignments. We have to assign this enhancement for this project. Okay, for every customer exits, there are four types, right? Function model exit, screen exit, screen field exit, and menu exit. All four enhancements we have to all the cases we have to create the project. If the project is activate, then only enhancement will activate. Otherwise, it will not activate. So now this is a project we are creating. What is our project name? ZFM exit. Okay. So in the description, we mention some description and we have to enhance our assignment. Okay. So first save, it is asking save. So save in our package. Save. Save in our transport. See now save, it is enhancement assignment. What is the enhancement we are assigning? This copy and put it here. Okay, just click on enter. The description will come. You can see predefined sold to party in sales document. Fine.
Yes.
Yes.
Now we need to see the components. Like somebody also we saw that components, right? Just save. Okay, this is our component. You can see exit SAP SAPMB 48 45A 002. This is function model exit. See now these two are red color because we are not yet activated. We have to implement. So double click on this. What is there in this function model? Include is there. You can see. So double click on this include. Okay, now we have to write our code. With this project only we should write our code. Basically, if you open directly function model, this include will open to write our code, but that is not the correct way to develop. So this is the way you can mention your name. So now I'm not writing the much logic. Simply I'm writing what is exporting parameter for this function model. One second, I'll go back. What is exporting parameter? E underscore corner. Okay. So I'm just double click on include. If there is a much logic, they will explain you. So otherwise, simply you can write E underscore corner equal to just say check. There is no error. Activate. Activated.
Yes.
Yeah. Just go back. Function module also activate state. Just go back one step. Now development is done. Okay. Now we have to activate this project. Go to project. Okay. Actually, this is a So we enhance this one. Now if you see, if you are not able to see these two buttons, click on change button. Okay. Now you can see this is deactivate, undo activation. This is activate. Now we have to activate this whole project. So click on this big symbol. Okay. Once you activated, all these buttons will be green. Are you able to see these green buttons?
Yeah.
Yes.
So that means it is activated. Okay, so this is our project is activated. Okay, in high level also we can activate, we can deactivate. If we deactivate, code will not work. See, for this project, if you want to see enhancement assignments, select this radio button, display. This is our enhancement assignment. If you want to see the components, see this component. This is our components. If you want to see the documentation, display. Currently no documentation. So we can also create the documentation for this. Enhancement project is already exists. We just directly create the change. Documentation for our customization project also we need to write what we are doing. I just click on change. It will open the pop-up. It's taking time. Okay, so this is the editor Word document. Simply you can mention enhancing the sales orders. I'm just writing some dummy text, but we have to write actual text at the time of development. Just activate save in our package. Okay, you can see documentation start with M was it. Save in the transport. Just go back. Okay, done all the 4 steps. Attributes will populate automatically by the screen. You can see this package name, user ID, active or changed by everything will be populated. Now we need to check that code is working or not. How can we check? How to check that enhancement is working or not? Hello. Hello.
Yes.
What is our
See the
requirement?
bottom.
We develop the enhancement. For what requirement we develop that enhancement?
Sold to party. Yes.
Yes, correct only. Yeah. In which transaction it is?
Yes.
When transaction is okay, what is the description of the transaction?
Sales application.
Hmm? Speak out either wrong or right. Somebody is
Sales
telling
order.
sales order. Sales order, in the sales order transaction, if you select in the screen, if you select so on so thing, in the second screen, sold to party should come auto populated or predefine the sold to party. So actually, actually that is a requirement, but this case we don't know the logic what they want actually. That's why we hard code some sold to party. For any scenario, if you go second screen, sold to party will be ABCD. Okay, now what is a transaction for sales order? VS01. Okay, now how to check means, because our enhancement is done, we have to log into the transaction and check. So VS01, AA is the transaction, click on it. I think debugger is started. Let me close the debugger. That breakpoint was not at close. I just remove this. Just cancel this. You can see ABCD is populated. So if you want, I already removed the breakpoint. I'll open again. So I'll take different order, not promotion order. I'll take any other order. Since we hard coded, always will come same sold to party only. but that is not the case. Once they provide the logic, we have to write actual logic. How to, in which table we have to read that table. You can see, now I selected consignment returns, but sold to party is ABCD. Understood? We hard coded actually value for that parameter, for that export parameter, we hard coded our sold to party number, customer number. But basically, based on these 4 inputs, not exactly 4 inputs, they might be, their requirement might be based on 2 inputs or 3 inputs. Okay, that is actual logic. That is basically logic means we can write any logic, either function modules or subroutines. Subroutines will not come, function modules or select queries, okay, or addition, subtraction, anything we can do inside the include. Understood how to do function model exit?
Yes.
Yes.
Here function model exit means e underscore corner equal to abcd. That is not function model exit concept. How to identify the function model exit for the requirement? Call customer function or function model importing exporting parameter. We have to validate which parameters suits our requirement. And next one is, see, suppose I am opening some transaction slash next case 02. See, I'm just taking some vendor. I'll take some vendor here. Okay, so I'll take some island. Okay, I'll select address. This is for change vendor. See, in this vendor now, if I click on save, okay, whenever I click on save, if the vendor is from country German, it is showing. If vendor is from India, and if you select region is Andhra Pradesh, now these are all showing based on the German. Okay, if you select India here, okay, if you select the region, I think these regions are not configured properly. No problem. Consider for German, if that vendor from German and from so on, so this Berlin, okay. If these are two combination, whenever you click on save, it will show some pop-up. You are from Berlin region, so you have some 30% discount, and you are eligible for discounts. That is a message vendor supposed to display, or this vendor is not with these vendors we are not allowing to do the business. Some kind of message. This is one of the message. So when this message should trigger now in this case, the vendor from DE and region is 11, country and region. So these two cases, whenever we click on save, there should be some message. That message can be anything that is based on the requirement. So we can write the message through message keyword in that function module exit. So when this message should trigger now, when this message should trigger window, I'm telling the requirement again. This is the vendor changing screen. Okay. Are you able to hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
See, I open this. Let me go back. XK02 is a vendor change. What is a vendor creation then? XK02 is a transaction for vendor change. What will be the vendor creation? XK01. 01 is for creation, 02 for change, 03 for display. Okay. So I'm selected this vendor and select the address option. Click on enter. It will go to the second screen. So in this screen, whenever someone is changing, if they put country as a German D and they select region as a Berlin, whenever they click on save, I should get some custom message. The message can be anything. Okay, it might be hi or thanks for doing business with us, or please take care of COVID restrictions, or anything. Anything, the message can be anything. So that should be triggered whenever I click on save. So now tell me when this message should come on the screen.
After successful updation, vendor updation. Yes.
Yes. After successful vendor updation, not a vendor updation. I only tell that point, but you are not catching that. I'm telling the requirement again.
It's clicking on save.
That only I'm
After
telling.
select,
I'm telling that yes. After click on save, that message should come. I tell
Successfully created.
no creation that is already created. We are changing the vendor now. Vendor is already
Okay.
created to XK01. We are changing. I told 3 times. This message should come after clicking on the save. Now immediately I'm asking when this message should come. You're thinking. I only tell whenever I click on save, this message should come. Now I'm asking the same question. When message should come?
Hence, after clicking on save, sir.
Yes. So after clicking on the save, message should come. So that is a requirement. So for after saving this, we have to for after saving some there is some code, right? For every data, every this is for every button we call as a SIUCOM, system user command. For every activity save back in module pool also we did some coding. For save also there are some code. So in that code related code we have to identify if there is a call customer or not. If there is a call customer, we have to check that call customer having these two inputs. Okay, let's check system status. This is a program. Okay, do find. Not this find. Click on this. Both are some different. That is code find. This is a high level find. Okay, so call customer, select main program. That is keyword find, like simple way. We can see one position. I'm not scrolling top and bottom. We have two positions here. So how many positions we have? 83 and 114. Understood?
yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So click on
Yes.
this 001. So in this 001, we have this exporting and tables. Okay. So double click on this 001. We have include, but we have to check. Here it is importing, means we are getting the data. So LFA1, LFB1. We'll check that country. So since they directly give these internal tables, let's check LFA1 having, what is LFA1? Vendor master data. Okay. So now here we can see country is there. Country. So we have country is there. We have to check region is there. We can see region is there. Land one is the country. You can see region. Regio is the region. Hmm? Both are there in this parameter. Now we have to check this exit is suits our requirement or not. So I just put the breakpoint. I just go back. So we have one more also is here. If you see, what is the number for this both?
Yes.
Hmm?
0.
001, right? So
Seven.
both are same exits. We don't need to open. I mean, if you double click on also, this will also same exit. If I say I'm just double click, what is the exit name here? SAP MF02K. This is the exit name.
Okay.
If you click on that first also, because 00 is one number is the same. So here also, if I double click on this 001, exit name is same. So for this transaction, we have only one exit. Now we don't have other choice. So we have to check that is sufficient or not. So now I am opening here XK02. Okay, this is the transaction. So just click on enter. What is it showing? Account 0 is currently blocked. I think somewhere we already opened. I think this is the transaction we open because we identify this call customer on the same transaction. I just go back. I just go back. I just go back. Some just closing this. I'm just going back. So this is open. That's why other session is not open. So what I'll do, I just close this session. We are in the same session, right? I was closed that new one. So we are on the same screen. In this screen only I put the breakpoint. Now I'm going to click on save. So what it's supposed to do now? That breakpoint should trigger. Right? I put the breakpoint. Right or wrong?
Right.
Because we are all already in the second screen. If this is DE and level on 11, so this should be triggered. Okay, so I just click on save. So postal code 600 must have length 5 characters. I think this is wrong. Just put 5 characters. Just click on save. See, our debugger is started. Why previous debugger is not started? Some error on the screen. That's why it was not started. Now are you able to see this? Call customer 83 line. Now see, I'm just
Yes,
selecting
sir.
this LFA1. See, this is a structure. Just see this LFA1 having data. You can see land DE value is there. Next reason. What is the reason number? You can see reason having 11. So this data is passing to. We are exporting this data to this function module, right? That is the meaning. Exporting means we are exporting this work area. LFA1 is acting as a work area in this case, not LS or WA. SAP created like that, LFA1 only. This is a work area name. We are exporting this work area to this work area. So it will go to this function module, and after this function module it will execute, and we click on F8. What is the message here bottom?
Changes have been made.
Yeah, if you double click on that, see 11 is updated. Berlin. Previous it was empty, right? Now 11 is updated. But are we able to see the message here?
No.
No.
Hmm? No. Now how can we develop this? Now we found the function that position also through call customer. Now what is the transaction code for developing the customer exit?
CMOD.
Yes. C mode is the transaction for developing. So what is our enhancement name? If you remove this exit and 001, that is our enhancement name. Copy this. Okay. Go to CMOD /n CMOD /o. So I'm giving two examples for function module exit. Okay. So I'll mention here function module is one create. See function module exit. So after this, what we supposed to do? We have to enhance. We have to add our enhancement through enhancement assignment. Save this package. Save in the transport. Add here. This enhancement is already being to. What is the message?
SAP
SAP
enhancement already belongs to.
Enhancement is already belongs to some project. That means someone is already developed this enhancement. So if this is the case in your project also, you have to check this project who created. The username will come na in this attributes tab. Who created, who changed. So you have to coordinate with them. And if you want to add you can also found in that function model. See in this include also we can found if some code is there. You can see someone did some coding. So they did some land one. They mentioned US and India. If the users from US and India, you are mentioned, please wear mask. Okay, there is also some relevant message. So, okay, you can see. This is all dummy message for relevant purpose they did. Okay, these systems are using many areas because all function model exists or many are related to what we are discussing because we have limited function models. Mostly will get this kind of enhancements. So someone did some message, you can see. It is not a necessary to wear mask. How they are checking? Through I underscore LFA1 through land1. This is the structure, right, in the function model. LFA1 which they are passing to our program. Okay, but in the import parameter, we are getting this work area. In this work area, land1 is the field. So that's why they implemented this. So someone is already implemented. Now we want to add our logic along with this. How can we do? So we have to coordinate with developer and that we have to get approval from our lead. So there is another requirement is if users from German and region is 11. Okay. So that time we want to show different message. So how can we do? We need to add one more else if L underscore LFA1 if land1 equal to DE. DE means German. In inside once we come inside again we have to write one more logic because we have reason also for this case. Whatever the other developer did, they are checking only country, they are not checking reason. But in our case we have to check reason also. First we have to write one more else if after this 10th line. Okay, so I underscore LFA1 and land1 equal to German. Okay, DE. Once we go inside again we'll put condition if I underscore LFA1 hyphen regio is equal to 11 because for German also there are other reasons. So for other reasons people should not get message.
Yes.
Okay, so we have to write one more condition if that is equal to 11 then only we'll dismiss, otherwise we'll ignore. Now for this case some developer is already did. Now we'll check this. Process is same, so I'm not creating the enhancement as you saw that from other requirement. A02 is a transaction. Okay, we'll check this point which they already developed. So it is already editing by somewhere. So I'll close this. Now I click on enter. You can see I'm putting India now. Reason is not mandatory because they are not checking the reason. And India we don't have reasons also in this F4 option. They didn't configure any of the reasons for India. I can ignore. So now I'm clicking on save. Postal code must have 6 characters. India postal code will be 6 characters. German it will be 5 characters. So now our okay. I'm mentioning some postal code 6 characters because Indian postal code will be always 6 characters. So this will validate it based on the country. That's why this message is coming. If we change the DE, if we put 4 characters, that is different code, that is not our code, that is standard function. If I click on save, you can see postal code must have 5 characters for the because of country they are validating. So now I'll put India. That is different validation, screen level, that is module pool level validation. We don't need to worry about that. So as for India, I just mentioned some postal code. Okay. So now I am clicking on save. Check the data and process depending on the new entry. I just click on enter. Now see debugger is calling. Because we put this debugger, I'll remove this. Now what message should come? You don't need to wear the mask. You can see here, not necessary to wear the mask. As we strong. Able to understand this?
Yes, sir.
If you put in US,
You need to wear a mask.
you should show the wear the mask. See here, they wanted the postal code must have length of 5 to 10 characters. 5 or 10. In only 2 options for the US. So I just put 5 characters and click on save. This is okay. Warnings is not. Again, click on enter. You can see. Please wear the mask while you go outside. That message can be anything. So they just simply write some message. Understood this? Function model exits.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So not only these 2 transactions, sales order and vendor, it might be any transaction. The identification part is same because this vendor for this change vendor, we didn't go with the package. We went with the call customer function because sometimes through package we can't identify the enhancement. So we have to go with call customer function.
Okay.
Okay. Or finding the directly finding the CMOD FMOD transaction. We have to find with the description, some relevant description. Okay. Or we can check with the forums if we are not getting. If still we are not getting, then we have to check other options like other enhancements, baddie enhancement or implicit enhancement. We will discuss continuously. Now next enhancement is field exit. Very simple one I'm explaining you. We'll take this one only, XK02 only. So I'm just click on enter. So what is this? What you are able to see this?
Yeah.
Region.
Reason. So reason is coming based on the data element. Now we'll check what is the data element. This is field exit I'm explaining it. Okay. So what is the reasoning means? State, provisions and country.
State or province.
Yeah. So I just check data element here. What is the data element? Regio. REGAO is
Yes.
the region. Now I'm using SAP has a Amaran, okay, Amaran batteries, okay. So that is business mostly on India. So the reason means our customers, our vendors, they will not able to understand about the reason. So we used to talk about states, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
other countries they used to call reason. Our case it's a states. So now we have to change this text to states for this field in the screen. Okay, wherever it is there in this field, we have to change as a states. So what I'll do, I'll go to the CMOD transaction /o CMOD. This is field exit, only the field enhancement. Okay, so go to here. We don't need to create project only for field exit. Text enhancements, keywords, change. Are you able to see this navigation?
Yes, sir.
What is the
Yes.
navigation? Go to text enhancements,
Go
keywords, change.
Same.
Click on change. So
Keyboards.
whenever you click on change, it will ask the data element. Mention that Regio. Continue. REGAO we are changing. Only that. Wherever it is there, that data element it will change. Are you able to see this message?
Yes, sir.
Hmm? So now what I'll do, I just take the screenshot because we have to put it back. Only just for understanding we are changing. Later we'll put it back. I'm just saving this in my system. Later I'll put it back after this class. I save it. Okay, so now I'm changing to state. This you remember, na? This is database, data element level, short, medium, long heading.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
If you open this data element in SC11, this is coming in the SC11 only. Okay, so here,
Yes.
ratio. You see, last one is short description. This is a short description. Okay, remaining four, short, medium, long heading is based on the field labels. You can see short, medium, long heading, reading, RG. Understood? It will change the data element level. So this is standard data element we are changing. Okay. So last also I'll put state only. So I just click on maximum length of this keyword is 2 because they provided here 2 length we can't state. We can't change. Only put ST. Just click on save. So it will not ask the package, it will ask only in the transport. So this is a transport. Just click on save. Okay, so local requests are not transported. Actually, this is our local request. What is the message you're able to see here?
Local request.
Transported.
Yeah, so we should not change the local request. So because our transport is local request. So how can we do this? I'll go here, new session SC09. We'll assign the target. Target system means quality systems we have to assign in the transport. What is the transaction code for transport, Hemadri?
SC09 or SC10.
C09. Okay, so what is the click on this display? What is the transport number? That is the one way. Otherwise, since our name is, you can display directly. So we have this many transports. Okay, so package, this is 800. You can ignore. Currently we are in 810. Okay, this is our transport 83. So do we have any target? You can see workbench, local workbench. You can see local change request. So this is the target ES7. For 83 we have a target. Who created this? I don't know, someone created, but they maintained QS7. For our transport 83 we don't have target, so we have to assign. How can we assign? Double click on this transport, go to properties, change, in target system, select F4, select the target system. You can take QS7. R7, our system is ES7, Q is quality, PS7 is production. Okay, QS7, save. Say assign, save. When you click on back, it will go down. Now see, it came down here. ABAP training. It was top local change request. Now it came down. You can see target is QS7. Okay, so we should always work with target systems. Okay. See, now I just close this pop-up. Now I'm click on continue again. Data element is sorry. I just cancel this. Let's see. I will do again. It was not saved. I'm just typing again. Just click on save. So this is a transport. We have the proper target. Click on save. See, this time data element is activated thing. Sometimes basically we have to do 4-5 times also this activate. Basically it will not save many times because since we are not using proper package and all, it will not commit. Okay, you have to do many times. In this case, let me check in transaction it is updated or not. It's currently blocked, I think. Are we checking? So this is the I just close this code. I'm just opening again. Are you able to see here? Right side?
Yes, sir.
What is the message
State.
here? State. So
State.
basically for field exit, now we done 2 times. It is updated. Sometimes it will not update. We have to do 4-5 times also because of commit work. The background is not saved properly. You have to do it. It is not big task, right? We can do 1 or 2 within 1 or 2 minutes only. Okay. I'll put it back later. Okay. So go to textile enhancements, keywords, change. Okay.
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 So this field exits. Field exit means only change the data element properties. Okay. Data element text. Now next one, I'll close in 5 minutes. Next one is menu exit. So menu exit means you can say system help is common for all those transactions. Other than these two, if you want to enhance any these buttons. So now these five menus are specific to this CM body. If I open SC38, program edit utility, these 5 are specific to SC38. Now I wanted to add some button here. Okay, somewhere. Okay, I wanted to add the menu. I think I was done long back this data dictionary. Now this is already there. So now I wanted to enhance in this part. Normally this will not be part of SAP standard screen. Okay, so we wanted to add this. How can we add? So first of all, we have to go SM body to identify the enhancement. So what is the package of SC38? So open through package we have to identify SC38. Okay, so what is the program for this SC38? Go to system status. You can see this is the program. check in Go attributes. Go to attributes. Here you can see the package SCDT. This is one way. I directly open SC93. Type here SC38 as a transaction. Click on display. Here also we can see the package SCDT. Both are same. Now close this. So we are in SM body. Click on F4 option. Click on information system. Mention the package name. SCDT. Continue. Are able to see function exit in program attributes. So we got only one enhancement, but we are looking for menu exit, right? So this is showing function exit. Function exit is different, but we are looking for which enhancement we are looking for? Menu exit. Okay. So this is through package, it is not working. So we can check in next option, short description. We can check editor, ABAP editor. Those are description. Sorry, remove this package, remove this 200. Now do the search. No objects. No. Short text. This one. Okay. See, I'm not selecting anything. What I'm doing, I'm in the total list, total enhancement. I'm just click on this information. I'm not filling anything. I'm just removing 200. I'm just click on continue. Okay. So how many enhancement we have here? How many customer exits we have in across the landscape? Total system.
3337.
3,337. Okay. So those is limited. Normally we have how many function models we have? More than 2 lakhs. How many programs we have? More than 1 lakh. How many transactions we have? More than 1 lakh. So we can't able to, so you understand, right? For this count only we have more than 5 lakhs. Then the tables, data elements, field exit only for data elements. So there are many data elements. So now this customer exit is not supporting on all these objects, lakhs objects. We have, this is supported only 3,337 areas. That's why we have those many types of enhancements. Now here I'm just finding editor. Okay, because I was done long back enhancement. I'm just searching. See, these are 5 hits I got. Editor. Okay, availability of customer function in configuration editor. Okay, so that is not. We can see here custom function in ABAP 4 editor. So this is our related enhancement, ABAP editor. You can see there is one more editor. Custom function means this is menu exit. ABAP editor, we have one more enhancement. This is function exit. Just now we saw, right? One function is through package. This was showing, but this is not showing. Custom function means it's a menu. You can see here environment menu. So this is menu exits. Double click this. You can see first one. Okay, select this. I can see the components. You can see. So we have to check components are suit. Are you able to see these two function models?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this was shown for function exit also, function model exit also. But how can we confirm this is suitable for menu exit or not? By looking into this plus CUS. I was explaining in the document.
Yes, yes.
Right? For the menu exit, we can see the format is plus CUS. If the plus CUS is there, that enhancement source for our function model exit, menu exit. Okay. So this is a program you can see. We have SAP S38, but actually our program name is this is SAP LDMW ABAP. We saw that through attributes. So this function model we have to do. If you double click on this function model, here we support to write some code. So someone did the enhancement. What they did the enhancement here, calling the transaction. This was done by me only long back. So inside code, we are writing the call transaction. What is the keyword call transaction? So to calling the transaction in the through program, we are using this. If you mention here VS01, whenever this code calls, it will call that VS01 transaction. Now here we are calling SC11 through from SC38. How we are calling? By adding the text of menu exit. In this case, what is the text? Data dictionary. So that only you can see that we can't define where it's supposed to display. SC38. See, we added that data dictionary. Now they added to in this position. We can't define. Now, suppose if you want in between the settings and find program, we can't do. So they will give plus CS. We will add our text that might be coming edit or go to our utilities and environment. That is SAP defined. We can't able to exactly. I want this position that we can't do. Okay. So they added to this after version data. If I click on this, see now it calls this S11. Understood?
Yes.
We are in there. So now how to enhance this? Through SCM booting. That enhancement I already did. However, I will show you. CM OD. Here, what is the enhancement name? SEU. Just go back one step. This enhancement. Here, create jet. No, exit. Okay. So create menu exit. Name I provided. Click on enhancement assignments. Save in our package. Our transport. Select go to phone request. We can include objects of this type in local workbench request only. Because someone last time when we might did in local workbench. That's why it is asking package. So now see our transport is not coming here. Why it is not coming? Basically this object is locating in the local change request, but our transport is there with the quality request.
Yes.
So in this case, what we will do? We have to go to the transaction. We have to remove the target again. Actually, it should not happen when we do first time, because this enhancement we already did last time. So that time we did in local request. That's why it is looking. Remove this QHS. Save. You can see it will move. It move to the top. When it comes to the pop-up, just close and check one more time on request. You can see here 283. Double click, select, continue. Now click on enhancements, provide the name, click on enter. You can see this enhancement already used in jet test 12. Okay, so there only we did last time. So what we'll do, we have to remove that package if you want to do again. You can remove. So just go back. So what is the package name? Jet project name, jet test 12. First deactivate the project. So project is undone, deactivated. Now delete the package. Okay, done. Now we'll do our package. Min exit. Create. We already created change enhancement assignments. Put our enhancement. Now see, it is updated. Now it is not showing. This is already usage. If it is already used, since it is sandbox, we are directly deleting. We don't know who did, but we can directly delete. It's a sandbox, no problem. Just you have to understand. After you enhance, also you have to capture the document, because someone might delete. Okay, but in real time we can't delete directly, because that is already moved to production. It is already using by someone in the live system. So we have to coordinate with our team why this was implemented. Can I implement our code also with this? Okay, if this menu enhancement is already enhanced, then we can't do, because they already enhanced for the data dictionary. That is one of the client requirement. So since it will allow only one time, then you can't able to do. That is the disadvantages of customer exits. Customer exits always can do only once. But in the case of function model exit, we can add our logic along with their logic. But we have to add in the same program, same project. We can't able to create one more project. Okay. So now these are assignment. Now go to the components. You will see those two function models. You can see this one and this one. Now first one we have to do. Double click on this. You can see. Whenever you double click, text will come. Plus CS is the function code. Text will come. Here also I'll mention. This was already did, right? That's why it is coming. Now this time I will do different transaction. What we can use? We can write function model. Last time we did the dictionary. Also I'm writing icon text function model. If you have icon, you can check. Maybe we are not able to find any related icon. But I'll randomly I'll take some icon. Actually, we don't need icon. This is menu exit. We can ignore. Actually, it's application. If it is application bar, we can do. We can give icon. Sometimes it will add on the application bar. That time icon will show. Otherwise, you can ignore. Function text is mandatory because this will show on the screen level. So copy the setup. Save in the transport. Okay, save. So just now double click on this function model because we added the menu exit in this area SAP. Now, but we have to write the logic, right? If you click on that function exit, what we supposed to do? So come back to this include. This was done by someone. So you'll remove this logic added by. So now we can write this call transaction. Which transaction we need to call? SC 37. Okay. Before going to that, we want to show some message also. You can write. Type information message. Then we are calling SC37. Okay. This is the logic for that button clicks. Whenever you click that button, this logic will execute. So all will be done through function module exit only. Through function module only it will work basically. But in this plus CS, if you double click that, it will directly ask the text. Okay. Now we have to activate this project because these two are showing red color. So click on this activate button. See, now everything is activated. Just go back one step, activate one more time. Now open this SC38 screen. So now I'm opening here /n SC38. So we are in SC38 screen. Are you able to see this SC38 screen ABAP editor?
Yes.
Now see these utilities. Are you able to see this function model text?
Yes.
If you click on this, see, hi, how are you? If you click on continue, we are in SC38 screen, right? You can see here SC37. Understood how we are doing for menu exit? Okay. So as of now today, we discuss function model exit, menu exit, field exit, screen exit we have to discuss, and we have this all comes under customer exits. In the coming to the main slide, user exits we discussed, but we are not able to develop this through access key is required. And customer exit we have 4 types. Out of these 4 types, we discussed 3 types: function model exit, menu exit, field exit. Function model exit we did for sales order to populate the customer by default. Then menu exit we did for ABAP editor to call the function model in the menu, and field exit we did for Resio where we need to change the reason to state.
State.
Still we have screen exit is pending, baddies are pending, implicit express enhancement pending. We'll discuss these 3 tomorrow. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So you done